distinguished guest that we are so excited to meet. And that is Dr. Murthy, who is our United States Surgeon General. So a round of applause to our Surgeon General.
And what we've seen are rising rates of burnout, anxiety, and depression among our health workers. One of my worries, Venus, is that I worry that the general public doesn't fully understand the extent to which this is happening and the implications for our overall health and well-being as a country. Our country needs a blueprint for addressing and prioritizing the well-being of our health workers. Because if our health workers are not well, then they're not able to help those in communities to the fullest extent, of their capacity. And also, I just think from a moral perspective, we should be seeking to support those who have supported us throughout this entire pandemic. Those on the front.
And we have the mayor's proclamation.
Yeah, the mayor proclaimed today Dia de la Mujer Latina Day.
I think today's conference is just an excellent opportunity, especially on Community Health Workers Day. I'm so excited that the governor really recognized us and that we got to hear from the Surgeon General today. That was so exciting because sometimes as community health workers, we may think that we're not seen. And I love that they recognize that our work is valuable to the community, it's needed, and that every one of us has something to contribute and share.
You're coming in, scaring them. This is really hard on us. We're community health workers, so we need to get this information that's valid.
Wait a minute, because I see people without masks here, okay? I'm running out of medicine.
One of the challenges that we face and we see in our community, mental health and physical challenges for those who are affected, especially with credible pneumonia.
I really enjoyed it. I'm happy that I was able to give feedback. A lot of conferences I go, you're not allowed to give feedback. I really like it.
Even on a normal basis, mental health is a big aspect that a lot of times is really looked over. So you can imagine what COVID has done for mental health.
I think one of the superpowers of CHWs is empathy and compassion. And unfortunately what that means is that you all shoulder often the suffering that other people are going through. You feel it on top of the stuff that you're also feeling, right? I'm getting a little emotional because I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of you that you're here and that you're doing this work and that you're continuing to do it. But I also want you to take care of yourself.
As a CHW, it's something that you work towards looking at a person holistically and everything that impacts them. So it includes their health, their body, and their mind, and the spirit. So I think it's been very helpful for me, and it's going to help me in my future work.
So it was a lot, even for the operators. We had to take a minute, need a break, walk away, because you have angry people calling, you have scared people calling, you have lonely people calling, and sometimes you just needed to sit and listen.
Kids are very, very resilient, but they've been through a whole lot of change along with us. So we need to be watching out for our kiddos too.
An opportunity for us to help teach them coping skills and teach them coping mechanisms.
It's real, it's a medical condition, and you should be able to get treatment just as easily, or be willing to get treatment just as easily as you'd be willing to treat high blood pressure or diabetes.
If we are offering a service and we are not creating that relationship, we're missing it, right? We're missing the opportunity to create trust. So it is about looking at the person because they want to be heard, but deeper than that, we need to build what? Relationships, trusted relationships, and that's where it starts.
But I mean, unfortunately, I've seen this personally as a professional, as an RN. At the last job, I would attend appointments with the doctors, and a majority of them, they would just look at the computer. Why? It's because they have to document all their stuff in the EMR system, pretty much, because it's all about quantity. It's not about quality of care, it is about quantity, unfortunately, and that's the sad truth about it.
So it facilitates
It was an experiment.
what we're doing, because the more information we have, the better prepared we are to provide information to the public.
2 years of opportunities to stand on the word to say, okay, I am not going to be fearful. I'm not going to let this take my family down. I'm going to be in my household and be encouraging. Some of the things that were going wrong, But there were things wrong well before the 2 years in healthcare. All that did was bring it to the top of, I call it the agenda of the United States. You know, you've been tired, you've been exhausted, teachers haven't been paid well. These things existed well before COVID. And what you have an opportunity is to make sure your voice is heard. Spiritually, connect with your, I say family, connect with your fellow health care workers, but connect with the people that you're supporting and let them know their voice counts. You know, one letter makes a difference to your congresspeople, to your representatives.
It's so important to take care of yourself. If you do not take care of yourself, you cannot give your best, not only to your family, but to any of the community. Community health workers, I believe they will be higher, raised to a higher level in our United States. Because right now during COVID-19, we were the boots on the ground. So then all of our contributions during COVID to help get vaccinations, to overcome the hesitancy, they helped and make the small strides. And we just have to keep on with that.
And so if all of us can band together, if all of us can encourage vaccination and help people get vaccinated, then that's the less the virus can spread, right, and affect those individuals who could truly be very sick.
I think this conference is amazing. Dia de la Mujer Latina is an amazing organization. They do great work. So I think that this conference itself is very much needed for us community health workers.